안녕하세요 여러분. Today I'm going to be cooking Korean japchae for my Korean boyfriend. It's stir-fried mixed veggies with some sweet potato glass noodles. And in the past this did not have the glass noodles, but I will be putting it in today because that is one of the reasons the dish is more popular. Song has sent me a recipe that he thinks that I should follow, and I will be following that mostly, but we don't have everything in our kitchen, so I'll be switching some of it up and you'll see that throughout the video. 그러면 시작해 볼까요? Hey guys, so quick disclaimer, I've actually lost my voice at the moment, so I sound super croaky, but I still wanted to make the video. Anyway, I'm not sure why I've lost it, but you know, it is what it is. So into the recipe, everything you're gonna need is soy sauce, oyster sauce, sesame oil, sesame seeds, cooking wine, bok choy, oyster mushrooms, shallots, enoki mushrooms, onion, carrot, sugar, minced garlic, and also some pepper. That's pretty much everything. So I have to say, if you do like cooking in your house, one thing you definitely need to buy is one of these grater things. I don't know what they call that. To me it's a grater, but just like a very specified grater. It is so good for doing vegetables fine, and it would have taken me probably an hour to cut the carrot like that, but this really sped up the process. It was great. About a handful of the glass noodles you're going to want to put into a container to let it soak, because that just helps them cook faster. You don't need to soak them if you're going to cook them more in the sauce later, which is what I should have done, but I wanted to follow the directions and that, so that's what I did. For the shallot, which I'm just slicing it up, I didn't really do a specific size, it's just how I cut it, I guess. And then we're going to go into the enoki mushroom. I had no idea how to cut this. I literally stood there for 30 seconds twisting the mushroom around like, oh my gosh, what do I do with this? Because I don't cook with these mushrooms. I usually use the button mushrooms. But, I mean, I just kind of went for it. I was like, well, my onion's kind of sliced and my carrot's sliced, so why not slice the mushroom? So I did get there in the end. Bok choy, I just used one bowl, and I just broke apart the leaves, washed them, and then sliced them up, similar to all the other ingredients. I wasn't too picky about everything. I just kind of did it as it went, but yeah. The sauce was probably the most important part, I think, of the dish. It wouldn't have tasted like japchae or looked like japchae or been japchae if I hadn't followed a recipe for this sauce, which I think was pretty helpful for me. It's just soy sauce, oyster sauce, sugar, cooking wine, which was interesting. I've never used cooking wine before. Some pepper and some water, and the ratio to sauces to water was crazy. It was not that much sauce, and it was like a half a liter of water, and I was like, whoa, okay. But I ended up putting more water in at the end because it was just pretty salty. I definitely had a lot of fun making this dish. I think I learnt a lot, and it was pretty interesting. I actually do want to do it again. I asked Haseong the other night, do you want me to cook japchae for you again? He said no, because he wanted to cook, but another disclaimer, we have 3 cats, and it was past their dinner time, and I was cooking, and they were just like, oh, let's see what mum's making, so they do it pretty often. They jump on the bench. I let them have a little sniff, because I know they're not going to eat it, because it's ridiculously salty, but it's just Nori and Sune. Loki's not there. They didn't eat anything. I mean, there's probably cat hair, but it's fine. Haseong has taught me that you need to wait for the frying pan to heat up, and this is me waiting for the frying pan to heat up. I'm so impatient. So first, we have Nori. Introducing my cats. We have Nori, our first baby. She's 2, more than 2. And then we have Sune, who's our youngest baby. And then we have Loki, our big chunky boy. He eats the same as everyone else, but yep, not sure. Maybe it's his breed. He's like 6 kilos. Okay, we're gonna go into cooking now. Once the pan's heated up and the oil's all heated up, I chucked in the onion and the carrot first with a little bit of garlic because Garlic was not in the recipe, but Haseong was like, oh, you could put some garlic in. And I was like, oh my gosh, I love garlic, so yes, let's do that. And then once the garlic and the tomato, oh my god, once the garlic, the onion and the carrots cooked a bit, we're going to chuck in the mushrooms because they're not going to take too long because they're so soft. I ended up putting more mushrooms in because I love gnocchi mushrooms. They are my favourite in the whole world. It is so good. And I used to hate mushrooms, which is pretty interesting. And then we go for the sauce. Put everything in. I didn't even think about it. I just put everything in and went for it. Didn't think about the ratio. I was just like, it's gonna boil out. So yeah, that's fine. And then I obviously tasted it, which is why I put more water in. Every time it's kind of like let it boil. Okay, so anyway, so I let it boil and then I chucked in the glass noodles, mixed it all around. I should have waited. Okay, I know. I'm impatient and I thought it's fine. I know it's going to overcook, but I'm sure it's going to be fine. But I know it's going to overcook, but I'm sure it's going to be fine. And again, I'm impatient, so I chucked the bok choy and the shallots in, which is supposed to be literally the last thing you do, like right before you serve it. And I had it on the stovetop for another like 10-15 minutes, getting all the sauce boiled out. I did that just to make it boil faster. I put a cover on to see if that would make it happen fast, but then I realized the steam can't get out, so it's not, yeah. The last things that you do for the meal is put in the sesame oil and the sesame seeds. Haseong was watching back at my cooking. He was like, that's a lot of sesame oil. And I was like, I followed the recipe. I also garnished, once I served everything in a bowl, I probably should have wiped the bowl to make it, nice and pretty, but I was so hungry and it looked so good. So I just chucked on top some shallots and some sesame seeds and it was all done. Okay, so I'm finished. It looks good. We hit some snags along the way, but I think it'll be fine. I tasted it and it's pretty good, but I do think it's slightly overcooked, but that'll be okay. I'm sure I'll love it because I love everything. I don't know how Haseong will feel, but 밥 먹자!
밥 먹자.
To be honest, it's a little bit overcooked.
Have some water. There's some water. Pretty good.
Pretty good? 진짜?
맛있어.
맛있어.
Thank you for cooking. Did you eat gnocchi?
Pretty good.
I love oyster mushroom and carrot.
It's pretty good. My first time.
잘했어.
고마워.
You did such a good job.
Think so?
응.
You really like it?
응. Except for noodles with ogaku.
Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and learnt a little something, and see you in the next one. Annyeong!